Hello there, guys. Today I'm gonna show you how to change the uh, charging port on Samsung Galaxy Note S3. Um, the phone had a problem with the charging. The phone wouldn't charge. So what I did is to start off with, I changed the battery, and I also changed the charger as well with a different charger, but it still wasn't charging. So in the end, I think the most likely thing is the charging port, which uh, which is faulty. So I'm gonna uh, change the charging port on this. So I'm gonna show you how to do it, and also show you. I'm going to show you uh, how to change it. I got this charging port here, as you can see, this one here. This is a brand new charging port. I bought it from eBay for £4.99, and it just came today by via post. So I just gonna change the charging port, and I'm 100% sure that the phone will start work normal, and it will charge normal as well, because at the moment um, you can leave the phone on charge for hours and hours and hours, and it won't charge. um, so it's gonna, I mean, it won't charge at all. So therefore, so first of all, you take the battery out, and these are the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 screws. So I'm just gonna take them one by one. The reason I'm trying to put this video on is that if you take it to the shop, they're gonna charge you too much just for a simple job. So therefore I'm just gonna do it for you so that you can do it at home. So I've taken 1 2 3 4. So this is the fifth one. Basically, if you take it to the shop, they will charge too much. So I was thinking that I should take it to the shop to get it fixed, but then uh, I thought I should give it a go and do it myself. Hopefully it's gonna be a straightforward job. Yeah, the problem was that we tried to put it on charge overnight, and the battery stayed at 1%. So that was good, like 12 hours charge. Uh, we charged it for 12 hours, and the battery was still showing 12%, sorry, 1%. So to start off with, because we had this phone for like 4 years. So I suspected that the battery is gone on it, so I ordered a battery from eBay, which is again it was about $3.99 or $4.99. So yeah, so first suspect was the faulty battery. So we changed the battery, but the problem still lied there. So therefore the second option was, so this is how you just do it slowly from basically you can do it with some force to pull it out. Just gonna do it in a minute, just bear with me. It's a very common fault with Samsung mobiles that after a couple of years the charging port becomes faulty. You can't blame the charging port because it's the amount of time you've been using it and all that. So I'm just trying to take this cover off now. It's fairly easy, not that complicated. So that's how you do it. So you just slowly unclip the. This side is a bit hard to take off. So just make sure that you don't force it out, otherwise you're gonna break clips. Yeah, so that's the cover off. So once you take the cover off, if you have a look, this is your charging port here. So in order to take this one out, so what you do is you unplug this area here. I'll put it back a bit. So what you do is you just unplug it from here. That's where just like this. And then so what you do here is yeah, so just 1 second. You got screws here, I think. No, there aren't any screws here. So you just force it out. And you got this here. Take this one out. Okay, that's off. That is off. And then basically what you do is So just pull it out like this. Just be patient, and you have to be gentle a bit. Can't just force it out. So what you do is just like this, gently take the connector off, just like this, and that's it. That's your old faulty charging port is in here. So I'm just gonna take it out, and instead I'm gonna put a brand new charging port. So I'm just gonna, let me just line it up first. So this is how it goes in, but before you force it in to a place, there is a sticky tape underneath. There is a sticky tape, as you can see it here. So you take the sticky tape off nicely and gently, and then you just place this charging port onto the slot here, just like this, just like this. Just push it down a bit, because it's a self-adhesive, it's got a glue on, so that goes there. And then the other thing is, yeah, so you just push the connectors in gently. Like I say, you have to be gentle on this, just like this, and that's that done. And again, this side you just push it in a bit. Yeah, so you just push that in, just like that. Okay, and the final connection is this one here, this gray cable. So what you do is just bring that cable round like this, and just clip it here. That's your gray cable. Sorry guys, I haven't got enough light here, so that's why. Let me just do it again nicely. Right guys, that's that in. So this is all done, and let me just finally make sure that I've clipped this side in nicely. Right guys, just gonna make sure this connector here is in nicely. Yeah, that's in very nicely. The whole connection is secure, from this side and from this side, and this grey cable I can plug it back in here, and that's all we have to do. You have to be patient a bit, not force the connectors, or even when you push it in you have to be careful, as I mentioned before. Yeah, so that's job done. So what I'm gonna do now is put the casing back, the cover back, and then I'm not gonna put the screws yet because we need to make sure that the charging port is working properly. So what I'll do is I'll just clip it in nicely, just like this, just like this, just like this. Okay, so just push it all in nicely. That's all in place. And now the moment of truth is that I'm gonna put the battery in and I'm gonna put it on charge to see whether it works or not. You'll have to bear with me for a sec, just 1 second. Right guys, I'm gonna plug it in and see whether it works or not, but hopefully it should work because right guys, yeah, I've just powered it on and yeah, as you can see it's charging. So the battery is 1% at the moment, and it's gonna jump to 2% in a minute. So if it goes to 2%, it means that the phone is charging nicely. As you can see, it was a straightforward job. If you had taken it to the shop, to the mobile phone shop to get it repaired, they would have charged you quite a lot. I mean, you can't blame them because they have to pay the overheads and rents and everything, but job like this, if you can do it at home, then that's the perfect way to complete it. So at the moment we are on 1%. In few seconds you'll see the bar, the battery bar gonna jump up to 2%. So we'll just leave it as it is. Just 1 second, let me just check it again. Yeah, still on 1%. So if you just wait for a couple of seconds for, yeah, as I mentioned that this is the faulty charging port. I think it's gone faulty because the kid's been using mobile, and the way they push in and out the charging cable, and that must have damaged the pins inside it. And yeah, so I bought the new one from eBay, and hopefully this video will help you to fix your mobiles. So still on 1%. Just what I'll do is I'll swap it with the genuine Samsung cable. Again, you can buy these genuine Samsung cables from eBay as well for very cheap price. And you should make sure that they are the original cables. Otherwise there is a risk of damaging the battery or the charging port, like the way we have damaged ours. Yeah, so if you can wait a couple of seconds. As you can see, the battery is charging nicely. Just bear with us for a minute. Yeah, it's charging nicely. So as I said, that job done for less than £10. So thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching the video.